clunky and slow, or maybe there's just lots of peanut butter on it and you're kind of over it. You want a brand new one. I will tell you it's worth sticking around with us for the next couple of minutes to see this one. It's from HP, and here's what blew me away when I first saw this one. And we presented it yesterday evening, and it just was super great. This is a 17 inch. We don't do 70 inches very often. And no one has ever said, oh, I wish I would have gotten a smaller screen. Everybody wants to get the 17 inch because it's a beautiful experience. And for me, it really replicates a gorgeous desktop because of the size. This, for the price, that screen, and the ability to, touch and move this is huge, because normally for $5.99 you get a no-name laptop that has very few features, certainly not a touchscreen, certainly not 17 inches, but here at HSN for our big holiday weekend, this is one of those other amazing featured price deals. $599.99, 6 flex pays, free shipping, a huge bundle. The apps, vouchers, and software is over $490 by itself if I eliminated the computer. All you do is pick your colors. I know a couple of them are getting a little limited. We have the rose gold, we have the silver, we have the blue, and we have the, we call that mauve or burgundy?
Mauve.
Mauve. Oh, you say mauve.
I had to look, I literally looked it up. Because the first thing, I don't know, I looked it up. Either I looked it up or the producer did and said it rhymed with stove is what they read online. So
then go for the
potato.
Mauve, darling.
Please enjoy your mauve. Well, you know what? We'll ask Adam Freeman when he comes out here tonight.
He's English. He's smarter than the rest of us.
For sure. I don't know.
Those English people.
Purple. I don't know what it is. Anyway. It
is mauve.
It is a lovely computer. The 17-inch screen size is one that we don't very often have. Wait, I'm sorry, I have to tell a story. Do you know what word Suzanne taught me to say?
What?
Do you know what this is, don't you?
What?
Coupon. I always say coupon.
Coupon with a Q.
Yeah, so
it's coupon.
Thanks to Suzanne, I say coupon instead of coupon. Okay, maybe a hair of a digression. So, with 17-inch screen size, everybody loves the 17-inch screen size. They're hard to find. They're not the number one selling size in the country is actually a smaller size. But like Sue said, nobody ever gets their computer home and goes, daggone, I wish I'd bought a littler computer.
I wish I could see that less.
Yeah, right. Wish this was blurrier. It doesn't happen.
I wish I had to pinch zoom all the time. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that make my life easier. So here's the thing. Having the larger screen, and then take a look at the screen for a minute. Having the larger screen and having a touch screen, it's the magic combination. It really is sort of the secret sauce, having all of that together. Now, a couple things you'll notice. First of all, an incredibly clear screen, high definition touchscreen. Also, the RAM in this computer. RAM is something you don't always hear people talk about a whole lot. To tell you the truth, I think often people don't really know what RAM is. RAM does a couple of things. I'm trying to get that glare off for you guys, just that our lights are so bright. That's better. That's better, I think. It's not perfect, but I think it's better. The RAM is what allows for really, really good multitasking in your computer. So you saw, like I have, if we count these up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have about 7 different things open and running at the same time. Check it out, with a 17-inch computer, you can zoom in so much that you can see, you know, whatever that is. That's probably turmeric, and I don't know, that looks like bacon bits to me. You can really see the details of all of the spices. The color is so beautiful. It's so easy to use. There's no such thing as small print anymore either. So let's see, I'll find hsn.com. This is hsn.com. So you think, maybe, and it is really quick. Yeah, that's also thanks to the RAM and thanks to the Intel Pentium processor. You're like, I can't read that print, it's too small. Oh, you can read that print with a broad, deep view, right? You can read anything, again, because you have a larger screen.
It said, sorry, not sorry, hackers.
Is that what it said?
That was for Viper.
We're pretty clever in our copy on hsn.com.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you've got an old computer, maybe it's a desktop, and you're like, oh, I really need something new. This is gonna give you mobility and more freedom. And obviously you can take it on the go, but you don't lose the desktop experience. That's, I think, Aaron, what really separates this from our other laptops.
And when I think...
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So it weighs 5.6 pounds, right?
Which is remarkable for the size
for
of
17-inch, for touchscreen, and when you say desktop, things I think about usually are like storage, how much storage. This has a full terabyte of storage. I'll talk about that in a minute. This is the most storage and the most RAM we've offered in any computer all year. Just powerhouse. I think about things like an optical drive. You almost never see that on a desktop. Less than a third of computers in the US today, it's probably even less than that now, it's probably closer to 15 to 20%, have an optical drive built in. Your new computer does. So when you want to listen to music or burn music, when you want to watch a movie or burn video, when you want to share data, when you want to save data, nothing beats an optical drive. Now here's the truth. We do a lot of our computing on the cloud. Now most of us don't use an optical drive every day, but we still use them. And when you use one, when you need one, what's your other option?
What do you do?
You know, you're out of luck.
I
if
gotta
you don't
tell my
have
story
one.
though.
Yeah.
So I bought recently from Tony Little, I bought his shaper. You know, the
That's the one with the
exercise
bar?
The bar, right. We do all that. Guess what comes with it for the exercises? It's all DVDs. Guess what I did? Thank goodness I had kept a very, very old HP that I bought years ago because it had an optical drive in it. And it was funny to turn it on, and boy, you could really see I should bring you in one day.
You should, I'd love to see it.
The difference in the advancement of the picture from this to that is night and
wild,
day.
right?
So if you're using a really old computer, trust me, this is a whole new experience. But I needed the drive, and I was like, oh, thank goodness I got that old HP. And I pulled it out, and that's how I work out with the shaper. But you realize you do need it, and it'll surprise you how often you'll use it.
And you know what else is really cool? So if you wanted to do those workouts and you wanted to do them using your big screen television, if you wanted to put the DVDs up, there's an HDMI port right there. You know what that is? That's the same cable and the same port that you use to like plug your cable in to your television. It's the same, I think your Roku plugs into an HDMI port, right? So with just an HDMI cable, which you have at home already almost certainly, you can plug this into your television and watch your DVD. So this becomes your portable DVD player for all your TVs and that. It's just another, that's not the prime reason, you know, that most people would get this computer, of course, but it's a really nice extra.
Well, and I'll just give you another example too. I had all of my old VHS tapes and everything transferred onto DVDs. I gotta have a DVD to watch them. Like I had them transferred, you know, maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago.
A lot of us did that.
And you've gotta have a DVD player.
That's right.
So anyway, there's our story on the DVD.
Yeah, it's a big thing though. Let me give you a quick walk around the computer, and then I want to talk about the 3 big brands. Walk around. There is probably the best webcam you've ever seen. I'm gonna plug it in a minute and you'll see it is a crystal clear webcam. Lots of things going on at the same time. As I said, I've got, I think 7 programs open at the same time. There's some of the searching and that we've done on the computer. 8 gigs of RAM make for really good, really quick multitasking. Ready to see, again, one of those features that once you have it, you're like, man, how could I ever live without that on my computer? Backlit keyboard. Very uncommon on computers, particularly in this price range. Oh, thanks, guys. We took the lights down just a little bit. You can really see it there. So if you're lying in bed at night, searching for the next movie to watch while your spouse is asleep, you don't have to drive them crazy. It's just easy to see your keys at any time. And also in, you know, lecture halls and libraries, I find that I just leave it on almost all the time. Anytime I'm not in like studio lighting, you know, where the lighting isn't perfect, I just turn the backlit keys on. It makes it much easier to see. Optical drive, as I mentioned, most computers in America, by far the majority, do not have an optical drive. New laptops don't have an optical drive. Your new computer does. I think that's a great addition. Here's one of 3 USB ports. I will take just a moment now to talk about Viper antivirus. This is a Windows computer. Every Windows computer should have some sort of antivirus. We have what we believe is the best in the world. It's called Viper Antivirus. It's 6 licenses, 3 licenses of antivirus and 3 licenses of Identity Shield, which protects you when you're out and about on the web.